Hello guys, Selecting Reacts here with you guys today, and today I'll be reacting to top 10 dark last photos of celebrities. Yeah, I'm going to be reacting to that. If you guys are new, smash like, smash subscribe. You guys want to see some more weird photos of celebrities, I'm guessing that's what I'm going to call this series. Let me know. Link to this person's channel will be in the description, so check it out, and yeah, let's do this.
The pictures you are about to see today are truly sad. It captures celebrities' final moments.
Whether it be Amelia Earhart packing up her bags for a journey which she would never return,
Or from John Lennon photographed with the man who later murdered him. We're covering it all in today's video, so let's just get right on into it. Starting off this countdown, we have Paul Walker. On November 30th, 2013, Paul Walker attended a charity event for Reach Out Worldwide. He was last captured driving off in a red Porsche Carrera GT. Little did he know that later that day, the car would crash into a concrete lamppost and two trees before bursting into flames, killing Walker and the driver instantly. It's so sad looking at this photo. Like, Paul seemed happy. He got into the car not knowing his fate. In fact, what makes this scarier is that he might have still been alive had it not been for one text. He woke up that morning completely forgetting about the charity event that he had to go to. That was until someone texted him to remind him. Had he not gone to the event and just stayed home, things would have been different.
coming in at number 9 we have Robin Williams, one of the greatest actors and comedic minds that has ever passed through Hollywood. There was movie after movie that this guy made that influenced people from my generation and so many generations after. And right before we get further into this point, guys, remember that you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell, and stick around to the end of the list because we're going to be answering some comments from our previous video, Top 10 Disney Mysteries. I mean, we can go down the list. This guy was in Aladdin, Jumanji, Mrs. Doubtfire. All of those movies were certified bangers, and this was the last picture of him before he passed. He looks so happy. He's chilling out with his monkey Crystal, and the two of them are just being the best of friends. But even having one of the coolest pets of all time wasn't enough to keep him happy. Unfortunately, shortly after this picture was taken, Robin Williams would visit the doctor and get a very sad diagnosis. It would seem that he had Parkinson's. It was devastating news that would lead to him taking his own life. Apparently, it was misdiagnosed, and he actually had a specific type of dementia, which leads to paranoia.
In our 8th spot, we have Amelia Earhart. The fate of Amelia Earhart is still unknown. Did she die in a plane crash? Did she posing with the very car he later died in. In fact, that car is said to be cursed. He only owned it for 9 days before his death. Later, after he died, the car rolled off the back of a truck and crushed the legs of a mechanic. Then the car's parts were disassembled and installed into other cars around the world. All those car owners also got into deadly crashes. So Dean's last picture was literally with a cursed car that killed him.
Coming in at number 3, we have Aliyah. Aliyah was a rising star in the R&B community, and it seemed that she was going to be the next star in the music industry. Literally everyone who was into music was talking about her. Before she was 22 years old, she had already won 14 awards and been nominated for 73 awards through different music organizations. There's a good portion of us who don't even have her driver's license at 22, but her death would shock the world. Either one of those two pictures is thought to be the last of Aliyah. They didn't have timestamps on every last picture back then, so we don't know exactly which one it is. But Aliyah would board a plane that was headed to the Bahamas. It should have been a nice short trip, but the plane crashed. Out of nowhere, the next big thing in music was gone.
In our second spot, we have John Lennon. On December 8th, 1980, John Lennon was assassinated outside of his Manhattan apartment. Earlier that day, Lennon was photographed signing autographs for fans. The last photo of him was him signing an autograph for the man who would later murder him. It's so eerie. The photo literally foreshadows his fate. He was literally pictured with his killer. Later that night, the man in the photo, David Chapman, returned to Lennon's apartment and waited outside for him. When he came down, Chapman shot him 4 times in the back. That's just way too freaky for me.
And coming in at the number 1 spot, we have Marilyn Monroe. I mean, what didn't Marilyn Monroe do? It's thought that she changed how women could represent themselves in the public eye. She was one of the biggest beauty icons of all time. It's thought that she had an affair with the President of the United States. She was a bona fide legend, and she may never be forgotten. This was the last known picture taken of the superstar. She was hanging out with one of her buddies, Buddy Greco, who was a famous jazz musician of the time. Man, jazz has changed a lot. It used to be the coolest thing in town. There's no way you could be playing jazz now and it would get you into the arms of Scarlett Johansson. On the record, her death was deemed a suicide, but off the record, it seemed that the CIA might have taken her out. She knew too many secrets from being close to the president. They couldn't let those secrets leak out.
Alright, and that's all for today's video. Let's move on to our comment shout-out portion.
Alright, guys, well, I'm not gonna let them do their comment shout-out, because that wasn't from my stuff. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy, smash like, smash subscribe, and, Paul Walker, I knew how he died. I also knew how the other one died, the second one. I already forgot his name, William, I think. But I knew how both of those died because I've always paid attention to those two actors' movies, and I knew whenever they both died, of course. Now, the Willy Wonka one, of course, I've watched that actual show, that Dean, I think it was his name, right? I didn't know he died. I thought he was still alive, but apparently he's dead as well. I don't think he was in too many movies, but he was in a good bit. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this video by smashing like, smashing subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Money Squad for life. Hello guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out all the other ones, and click subscribe, and check out the other 2 videos. Peace out, guys. Bye.